I'm James O'Brien and I'm farming here in Kells in County Kilkenny. We'll be milking 125 cows this year. Today is the 11th of March and we're gone past two-thirds of the way calved there. In the last 2 years then we've gone from about 70 cows. Before we bought the drafter, at most you'd have maybe 3-4 cows on heat there in the morning time, and it was easy enough to separate those. But I found then when we put an extra 50 cows into the herd that you just couldn't do it without getting some sort of a drafting system, especially when you be on your own. So we looked around at a few different systems and I went and saw them working on farms, and they're all pretty good. But I suppose the big thing that I liked about the Saber drafter was that you can draft off your phone. The way I work it is that if you go down to the paddock in the morning and you see a number of cows on heat, then you just tap them into the phone there straight away. You have done in a few seconds and you can schedule that draft then for the following morning. It's another job done. You don't have to think about it again. So after milking then, the cow is there waiting for you. You're not holding up the whole herd as well. The rest of the cows can walk off down to the paddock. So there's no waste time having the whole group of animals standing around waiting for you to separate out those cows. I initially was going to go for the two-way drafter, and then when I looked at it on other farms, I saw the other farmers were very pleased, the ones that went with the three-way drafting. And we set up a footbath beside the exit race, so if we want to, we can just draft out 4 or 5 cows or whatever it is that maybe are a bit lame and that need the treatment. We can draft those through the footbath. They're gone out, and then the solution that's in the footpath is a lot cleaner. It's not being dirtied by all the cows, and I just thought that was a great advantage. And then if there's 4 or 5 cows, you can set those up on the phone and they'll go through for 3 days in a row. And again, it's a job. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to move or do anything. The drafter just does that work for you. So it's an extra pair of hands around the place. Prior to putting in the drafter, the cows were just exiting into a yard. We had to hold all the cows until milking was finished, which again is a waste of time on the cow. She's not producing if she's standing around the yard. But also then you have to go pull out whatever cows you need to do something with, whereas now they're going out through the exit race. So if we wanted to put pour on the cows now, we can actually do them in the exit race, and the cows don't even know you're after holding them up. So there's no downtime at all. There's no loss of production there. A job before that we would have had to milk, hold in all the cows, and then put them through a crush maybe to put pour on them. Now, if I have somebody else milking there, I can put the pour on. So as soon as the milking machine is finished, there's 2 jobs done. We happen to have a good few heifers this year, and normally the heifers will stay back to the last rows. Before then, you would have had to try and hold back cows or go chase a couple of big strong cows to keep them back. Whereas now we can just draft out a few cows. We have them waiting there in a holding pen. Heifers come in as normal, and we can have 4 or 5 cows come up behind them to hold them up in the milking parlour. Again, it's a small thing, but it's just made life a lot easier.